Good morning. Welcome to the Elon University School of Law Commencement. Those who are able, please stand for the processional.
The Elon University School of Law faculty proudly presents the class of 2024.
Please join me in a moment of reflection. Spirit of wisdom, source of justice, we gather in gratitude for perseverance, purpose, and possibility. Our paths are many, woven from different beliefs, hopes, and dreams. Yet today we stand united by a shared commitment to truth and equity. In this spirit, graduates hear the words of Langston Hughes. Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken-winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams, for when dreams go, life is a barren field, frozen with snow. So as you step into new journeys, hold fast to the dreams of justice and compassion. May courage guide your steps, integrity shape your work, and love for humanity fuel your purpose. May the law be a tool for fairness, equity your mission, and hope your enduring legacy. Amen. Please remain standing.
Please join me in singing the national anthem. Please be seated.
Esteemed faculty, fellow graduates, family, and friends, my name is Lexi Alston, and it is with great pleasure and a deep sense of honor that I stand before you today as the president of the Student Bar Association. And on behalf of the student body, I would like to extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to each and every one of you. To the families and friends of these remarkable individuals, we extend our deepest gratitude. Your encouragement and belief has been crucial to their success. As they begin this new journey, your continued support will be invaluable. Today is a testament to the dedication and love you have provided. To my colleagues and future co-counsels, today is a day of celebration, a milestone marking the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. As we stand on the threshold of our futures, it seems fitting to reflect on our journey in a way that resonates with each of us, by likening it to the process of writing a book. When we first opened the pages of our law school journey, we were all blank slates, eager but uncertain. Those early days were like opening a novel, full of promise, but also shrouded in mystery. The first case we read, the first brief we wrote, it all felt so foreign, so complicated. And yet each page turned was another step forward. With every class, with every exam, with every sleepless night, we started to see our story unfold. But as in any good book, it wasn't always a linear path. Some chapters were filled with challenges, moments of doubt, frustration, and even failure. There were times when we wished we could just skip ahead, to the next chapter, but instead we grew, we changed, and we learned to embrace the process. Now, as we stand on the final page of this chapter, we realize that the book of law school is not the end of our story. It's merely a prologue. The real adventure lies ahead. The knowledge we've gained here, the relationships we've built, and the experiences we had will serve as the foundation for the next chapter of our lives. To my fellow graduates, may your next chapter be filled with courage and conviction. May you be the kind of authors who write stories that make a difference, who challenge conventions, who fight for justice, and who never lose sight of the reason you started this journey in the first place. Thank you, and congratulations to Elon Law's class of 2024. The next chapter starts now.
No pressure, right? Class of 2024, the countdown is officially over. We made it. This part you're supposed to cheer. Okay, there we go. Good morning, distinguished faculty and staff, devoted family members and friends, and most importantly, class of 2024. My name is Robert Reddick, and I'm honored to serve as today's student commencement speaker. As the SBA president previously stated, today is a day of celebration. It's a moment that we've all dreamed of, worked for, and sacrificed for. But before we rush ahead, eager to take the next steps in our lives and careers, I think we owe it to ourselves to pause and reflect on what we have accomplished, how far we have come, and reflect on what we have accomplished, how far we have come, and who we have become during these years together. We began our journey towards Herney what seems like a lifetime ago. And since then, we have encountered many trials and tribulations, such as health challenges, the loss of friends and loved ones, imposter syndrome, and burnout. In relevant part, Sir Isaac Newton's first law of motion states, an object in motion remains in motion at a constant speed and in a straight line, unless acted on by an unbalanced force. Well, just like that object in motion, we kept moving forward, no matter what forces tried to hold us back. Whether it was a late night study session, a difficult personal moment, or just exhaustion, we kept going, which landed us in this very room today to receive our Juris Doctorates. Thank you, babe. Many exceptional classes have graduated from Elon Law, but none were as exceptional as ours. Let's go. Yeah. What makes us so exceptional, you might ask? Thanks for asking. I'll tell you. Some law schools, excluding Elon Law, are known for their highly competitive environments where students may resort to unethical practices to gain an advantage over their peers, such as concealing textbooks or hoarding study materials. This culture of intense rivalry can foster an atmosphere of mistrust and isolation, as individuals are preoccupied with surpassing one another to achieve the highest academic performance. However, my classmates never resorted to those distasteful tactics that I know of. From the very start, the focus has been on collaboration rather than competition. We recognize that success is not about getting ahead of others, but about working together and lifting each other up, and we have accomplished this in various ways. First, we navigated an accelerated law school curriculum filled with intense debates without using unprofessional tactics. For example, just warning y'all, it's a trigger moment. Who remembers 1L year, LMC 2 and 3, sorry LMC professors, crimes involving moral turpitude? I think we all do. And the issue was really whether the defendant was negligent or reckless. And although there were some heated debates concerning this issues and friendships were tested, the defendant was clearly reckless. We all knew that, but our opposing counsels were in denial. Be that as it may, we all made our points and listened to one another without judgment, which led to insightful and thought-provoking conversations. Second, we always supported one another through the good and bad times. I can recount numerous occasions of my classmates encouraging each other and ensuring no one faced the difficult moments alone. We became each other's confidants and accountability partners. Additionally, when either of us received good news, we all celebrated it like it was our good news. Yeah. Although we began law school as complete strangers, we are now bonded for life. So as you can see, we have built a community grounded in empathy. We learned early on that law is not just about reading and memorizing statutes. It's about understanding people. Whether in the classroom or the school halls, we learn to listen, not just to arguments being made, but to the story behind those arguments. We learn that being a good lawyer means connecting with people, understanding their struggles, and fighting for their rights with passion and integrity. On another note, it's important to mention just how significant this degree is. This degree represents more than just another title behind our names. It shows that we have conquered what may very well be the most challenging endeavor of our lives. It also shows that we have fulfilled our ancestors' wildest dreams, shattered generational curses, and sparked new legacies. Moreover, with this degree, we inherit not only the wisdom of the individuals who came before us, but also the responsibility to build the future they envision. Some of us will become brilliant attorneys, governors, politicians, maybe even presidents. And although the legal field can be intense, and sometimes the temptation to prioritize success over values can be tempting, we must remember we are not just lawyers. We are advocates, change makers, and leaders. Use your degree, listen to this part, please. Use your degree to provide sound for the voiceless, or a voice for the voiceless, aid the mistreated, and to educate the uninformed. Further, as lawyers, we have a highly coveted and unique opportunity to affect change. So let's honor it by not being part of the problem. Instead, let's be a part of the solution. And to our phenomenal supporters, which are all of you beautiful people in attendance today, this degree and this moment is for you. Thank you for your never-ending support and sacrifice. None of us would be who we are today without you. We hope it explains the times we couldn't be there for you, but we promise every late night was spent for a better future for our families. We hope we made you proud, which that's my daughter crying, so I don't think I did. I hope I made the rest of my family proud. We love you all. I want to give a special shout out to Elon Law for providing me and my family with a home and an opportunity to fulfill a lifelong dream. Also, thank you to Class of 2024 for selecting me as your speaker. It has truly been one of the highest honors of my life. Class of 2024, as we step into the world, remember this: we are not just the lawyers of tomorrow, we are the leaders, advocates, and change makers of today. The world is waiting for us to leave our mark, make it one worth remembering. Congratulations, Class of 2024.
Each year at graduation, Elon Law honors a graduating student with the David Gergen Award for Leadership and Professionalism. The law school faculty selected the honoree from nominations submitted by law school students, staff, and faculty members. Selection criteria are academic success, dedicated commitment to leadership and service within the law school and the broader community beyond, sound judgment, as demonstrated throughout the honoree's law school career, and high promise for continued service to the law and the community for the common good. The award carries a financial component of $5,000. This year's Gergen honoree is a natural leader who is a kind and empathetic listener, a Dean's List student who treats everyone with kindness and respect, and who carries herself with professionalism and humility. Over the course of her Elon Law career, the honoree has applied those qualities to the Elon Law Review, where she served as editor-in-chief, to
the Orientation and Mentor Program as its co-director, and to the Moot Court Board. Nominators repeatedly mention that she has gone above and beyond in helping others in the law school community, whether as a TA for torts, an official mentor, or a friend to lean on. She always puts others first and does everything in her power to help all those around her. One nominator wrote, "I have watched student after student approach her in the Commons with issues varying from choosing an internship, relationship problems, all the way to what shoes to wear for an interview." And another student noted that as a teaching assistant, she never turned away a student and did as much as she could to help students succeed. The honoree's habit of building up others was a major theme underlying her nominations. One student commented that the nominee is the kind of person who will drop everything to help someone else. She is constantly building others up through words of affirmation, providing resources, or making networking connections. Her faculty advisor wrote, "Ashley cares about other people. She is constantly praising and giving credit to other students for their achievements. She likes to direct attention to and celebrate her colleagues. Furthermore," he wrote, "she cares about the law students coming after her, which suggests that she will continue to care about and offer mentorship to Elon law students specifically, and perhaps law students and younger lawyers generally after she graduates." The honoree's professional resume is already impressive. She has worked at the North Carolina Court of Appeals, the Hall Booth Smith firm in Asheville as a judicial resident to a judge in the Middle District of North Carolina, and as a law clerk for the South Carolina Attorney General. Her many nominators see her as a model for once and future lawyers. As one put it, "She is the exact type of lawyer people should seek, and I hope to be as amazing as she is." Another wrote, "If Elon were a person, it would be Ashley Joins, who was the 2024 recipient of the David Gergen Award for Leadership and Professionalism." Ashley, would you please come up? Congratulations.
Good morning. Close. Thank you. Good morning to you. I'm Zach Kramer. I have the honor of being the Dean of Elon Law. Thank you for being here, and congratulations to the class of 2024. It is also my honor to introduce our distinguished speaker today, the Honorable Carrie Ricci. Carrie F. Ricci was confirmed by the United States Senate on December 14th, 2021, and was sworn in as the 23rd General Counsel of the United States Army on January 3rd, 2022. As General Counsel, she is the chief lawyer of the Army, ultimately responsible for determining the Army's position on any legal question. She serves as legal counsel to the Secretary of the Army, Undersecretary, 5 Assistant Secretaries, and members of the Army Secretariat. For 9 years prior to her appointment, Ms. Ricci served as senior executive with the United States Department of Agriculture, first as Assistant General Counsel, then as the Associate General Counsel, Market and Regulatory and Food Safety Programs, where she led a team that provided legal services to 2 undersecretaries and 3 agencies. Her preceding assignment was as Assistant General Counsel, Office of General Counsel, Department of Defense, Education Activity. In 2010, Ms. Ricci retired from the U.S. Army after 20 years of active military service. At the time of her retirement, Ms. Ricci served as Assistant General Counsel, Office of General Counsel, U.S. Army, where she advised the Secretary of the Army and other senior Army leaders on legal and policy issues concerning all areas of military personnel management. Other key military assignments include Deputy Staff Judge Advocate, U.S. Army Intelligence and Security Command, Chief International Law, U.S. Central Command, Administrative Law Attorney, Office of the Judge Advocate General, Trial Counsel and Operation Law Attorney, 4th Infantry Division, and Platoon Leader in Operations Desert Shield and Desert Storm. There's more. In 2020, Ms. Ricci served on the Fort Hood Independent Review Committee, a 5-member panel of highly qualified experts appointed by the Secretary of the Army to conduct review of the Fort Hood command climate and assess its impact on soldiers and units, particularly as it related to preventing sexual assault and sexual harassment. Ms. Ricci is a 1988 ROTC graduate of Georgetown University and entered active duty as an adjutant, which is a hard word to say. General Court Officer, Human Resources, and later attended law school through the Army's funded legal education program, graduating from the University of Maryland School of Law. She earned a Master's of Law degree, an LLM, from the Judge Advocate General's Legal Center and School, and a second LLM from George Washington University School of Law. She's a graduate of the U.S. Army Command and General Staff College and holds a certificate in diversity, equity, and inclusion in the workplace from the University of South Florida. Ms. Ricci is a fellow of the American Bar Foundation and is a recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award from the Hispanic National Bar Association. Please join me in welcoming the Honorable Carrie Ricci.
Thank you, Zach, for that introduction. I am so excited to be here. I've spoken at several different venues, but I've never spoken at a law school graduation. And as I look out on all of you, I remember my own graduation a few years ago. And I just remember the excitement. And so it is really thrilling to be here and look out on the promise in the law that you represent. I think every graduating class needs to understand that they have an opportunity to shape the law. The law is a living thing. It changes, it molds over time. It can move in different directions, and now you have that opportunity to shape it in your journey. So congratulations for getting here. I understand from Robert Reddick that this is the best Elon Law School graduating class ever. So congratulations to you. And please do take the time to celebrate yourself. You know, pat yourself on the back, clasp your hands together. You did it. Don't move right into bar exam prep without taking the moment to celebrate and enjoy this moment. And don't ever denigrate what you've done. When someone says congratulations, don't say, yeah, well, you should have seen my property grade. That does not matter. You are getting the degree. Be proud. Be bold about it too. Celebrate. And thank your supporters, especially those who showed up for you today. And congratulations to the families, yes. And the supporters of our graduates, yes, yes, yes. And so I did mention bar exam. I'm going to be a downer for just a minute. Real talk, that is the next hurdle. And every one of you sitting here can pass that exam. All it takes is studying, and you know how to do that. So don't make light of it. It has to be your job. Even if some of you may have to work another job, but maybe you'll be working 2 jobs. But it will end. That period of studying will end. You will pass the bar, and you will be so glad that you put the time and work into it. Every one of you is capable. What you did in law school doesn't matter anymore. Don't worry about that bad grade you got in something that might be on the exam. Your bar prep will get you ready for that exam. You all can do it. And I'm not just saying that to be, oh, cheerleader. It's true. It's factual. The research shows every one of you are capable of passing it. So I just wanted to take a moment, didn't want to be a downer, but just to remind you that that is the next hurdle, but you can all do it, every one of you, truly. Now, to my words for today. So it really is an honor and privilege to witness your achievement. And so I started thinking about what do I want to talk about, what words of wisdom. And I thought about in 1996 when I was graduating from law school, what would I tell my younger self then? And a lot of things came to mind. If I'm being honest, the first thing would be, girl, what are you wearing? Not the parachute pants. No, just no. But seriously, in the advice, I would have to say, you know, I achieved this role as Army General Counsel. It is a significant role, but I was no different than any of you, and I just want you to understand that. I am just a mere mortal just like you, and you all have so much promise. in your futures, and I want that to be very clear. So in the Department of Defense, my position, it's a civilian position, but it's considered to be the equivalent of a 4-star general. When I joined the Army as a second lieutenant out of ROTC, I never thought, no one wakes up and says, oh, I'll be Army General Counsel one day. That's just not one of the jobs that you necessarily think about or aspire to. I really thought that you had to make major political contributions or know someone or, be born into some kind of political career, but that's really not true. So just think about, I am just like you, and I made it to this point, and I know that all of you can achieve your dreams too. So I want to share my personal story. I think what really helped me along the way, what brought me to this point, the number one piece of advice is to take stock in your personal relationships and put time into them. It really is my personal relationships that have helped me achieve this position. I had kind of a mantra in the back of my mind that I learned from my parents. From my mom, she always told me to be kind. My dad always told me to work hard, and they both always told me to do the right thing. So those are the 3 things I've always kept in mind, is to be kind, work hard, and do the right thing. And it served me well. Now, there have been days where my kindness factor has been challenged, and it will for you as well. But remember that as you go out into your legal career, your job will involve helping people. This can be rewarding. It can also be taxing, but always be sincere. You're there to help your client, the human being that's in front of you, with their own feelings and emotions. It might be a difficult, challenging time for them. So avoid the business as usual. Again, it goes back to relationships. You're working with humans, with people. Stay centered, but stay connected at the right level. This reminds me of my favorite Maya Angelou quote, so I have to share it here. You've probably heard it before, but don't forget this throughout your career. People will forget what you said, they will forget what you did, but they won't forget how you made them feel. They will remember that. So think about how you're treating others. Be cognizant of your attitude and your approach. The very same words can leave a person feeling angry and hurt, confused, or it can leave someone feeling comforted. So think about how you say things and how you approach people. Helping people also means that, well, people will try you. It is true. Kindness doesn't mean be a fool. Challenge your understanding of any problems for the gaps and seams and holes. Make sure you know the facts that are in front of you. Sometimes clients, well, they will not tell you everything. They just won't. They will think they're helping themselves by not filling you in on everything. So make sure that you understand the entire problem before you. Most importantly, don't let someone else's emotions rob you of your professionalism. Guard your integrity and your reputation. And I say this as a woman who had a career in the military with many trying moments. And they will come, but do not lose your integrity. Do not let them rob you of your professionalism. Just be kind, work hard, and do the right thing. So I want to kind of share my personal journey to this position. And I encourage you to always think about the personal connections in your life and to nurture them. I read in LinkedIn that 50% of hires come from some sort of personal connection, not necessarily because you just dropped off your resume. So we all know that we have to give our best effort at work, but we also have to give our best effort to maintaining our relationships. One of the biggest pieces of advice I give when I speak to student groups is to think about joining a professional organization. And I say that as someone who didn't do that initially. I was in the Army. I had been in the Army as a mid-career. I was already a major, so almost halfway through my career, and I had not joined a single bar association or any other professional organization. I thought, like the Army, if they wanted me to have it, they would have issued it to me. So I didn't go out and join, but I was asked to recruit on behalf of the Army at the Hispanic National Bar Association convention that was coming to Washington, D.C. So I gladly accepted, and I did that. And I tell you, when I walked in, it was, I had not anticipated how it would make me feel to see, as an Afro-Latina myself, to see a ballroom full of Hispanic attorneys. I had often been the only in any room and just had not even realized that there was, this entire organization that supported people like me. And it really made a difference. I still didn't think I needed the Bar Association for my career, but I felt like I really needed it for my soul. It was uplifting, and it really helped. So I joined immediately. I went to every convention from then on. I became a chair of their Latina Commission, which is a nationwide organization. And I did things that I loved, which was pipeline. I helped to encourage students to find a career in the law. Even elementary school students I brought to the Supreme Court to meet the justices there. It was really a labor of love. I never felt like I was working. And the other thing is, I didn't know what networking was. That was just not something that I understood well. But as it turns out, I was networking without even trying, because by doing what I love through this organization, I met so many attorneys from across the country, and they got to see my caliber of work. We got to be friends. I developed an incredible network of personal connections that served me well from that time forward. And so I do encourage you to find, and it doesn't have to be a bar association. You may have a certification in something else that you are really, just something that you love that speaks to you, and develop those relationships. I also want to share that when I moved from the Department of Defense to Department of Agriculture, the reason why I did it is because a former president of the HMBA, the Hispanic National Bar Association, had sent out a group email to all of her contacts talking about 2 leadership positions that she had open. And I had never practiced agricultural law, so I never would have thought about applying. But when I read her email in which she told everyone, I'm looking for someone with leadership and management experience. The understanding of agricultural law will come, but the most important quality is leadership and management. And I thought, well, as a retired Army officer, I had plenty of that experience, so I applied. And I went through rounds of interviews and eventually was selected. And it surprised me even that I became a senior executive so soon after leaving the Army. But again, I wouldn't have known about that position if someone in that organization hadn't reached out to all of her contacts. It was, again, going back to those personal connections, the people in your life who can help you, who mean something to you, and then later, without even realizing, can help you. So after USDA, I'm going to share a little bit about when you're working hard and the integrity that you have to show. And this is an experience that goes back to my time in the military, when I was the Chief of International Law at Central Command. And this is about doing the right thing. There will be times when you know you must do the right thing, but it seems hard to do. It may make you uncomfortable, you may not see the benefit in it for you, but you know what's right, and your gut will tell you. As a Chief of International Law, which for Central Command, this is the organization that conducts all of the defense activity in the Middle East. I was charged with reviewing an interrogation policy that was issued by the commander in Iraq, and this was in 2004, deep into the global war on terror and following the 9/11 attacks. The policy had already been issued. I was receiving it after the fact. It should have been reviewed by my office, but it had not been because of the fast pace of operations. And when I read it, I realized the policy was unlawful. There was no question in my mind. It was seeking to maximize intelligence gathering in a way that had gone off track and pushed for unlawful techniques. The country was still reeling from the 9/11 strikes, and this was a #1 priority to gather intelligence and make sure there wouldn't be another 9/11. Our team in Iraq really believed they needed these authorities to adequately protect our nation. So, what do? They really think they need to do this. But imagine that you're the one saying, no, you can't do this. But you've been trained for this. You know what's right. You're the lawyer. You have to make the call. You have to maintain your integrity. There's a reason why the law is in place. Even if you don't see it clearly right then, you do know what the law calls for, and you have to make that call. So there were several other senior attorneys before me who had not seen or had not made the call. But I was confident in my command of the law, and I knew it was the right thing to do. My training had prepared me. Years later, in 2009, I was working in the Pentagon, and I learned that the Senate Armed Services Committee published a report, and they actually put my name in their report as one of the people who did the right things. So, that was, at the time, it was a very uncomfortable situation, but that was, very rewarding for me to know that even though it was years later, I was recognized for doing the right thing. And even when I was preparing for this position, someone handed me a binder highlighted from that Senate report, reminding me of that I had done the right thing, made the right call, and that I was prepared, and that I should be prepared to speak about that if asked by the Senate. So I want to move forward now to my appointment as GC. How did that come about? So that goes back again to personal relationships and the HNBA, the Hispanic National Bar Association. You have to believe in yourself. Faith over fear. Have faith in your beliefs, in your accomplishments, and what you're capable of. You made it this far. I didn't always. I really didn't. And as I said when I started speaking, that I wouldn't have thought that I was a person who could be appointed as Army General Counsel. So at one point, I was appointed to the Fort Hood Independent Review Committee. I was working at USDA, but I got to spend 2 months with the Army. I went back to Fort Hood, where I had been a prosecutor, and I did a lot of work with that committee. It was difficult. It was long hours, and it was heart-wrenching because we spoke to a lot of individuals, men and women, who had suffered. And we did a very, very intense report that kind of brought the Army back into focus on taking care of people. And it had a very strong effect on the Army. For years later, they worked on a People First task force and made some significant improvements for soldiers. During that time, I got to meet the Army General Counsel, who was serving then. And as I was talking to her, I realized she was actually, her mother was from Puerto Rico, my parents are from Puerto Rico. She had served as an Air Force JAG, and as she was talking, like, her words started to just blur together, wah, wah, wah. All I could think was, I could do this job. And so I talked to her a little bit more about that, and the seed was planted. But before then, I would not have raised my hand. I had to actually see someone in the position to know and to understand that I was capable too. So that's what I mean by I didn't always fully believe in myself. So I want to encourage you to believe in yourself and to know, even if you're not seeing that person who is like you, if it's something that it's a goal that you want to accomplish, you go for it. Don't stand in your own way. Don't self-select out. If you don't get the job that you want, let it be someone else's decision, not yours because you didn't think you could do it. If it's what you want, go for it. Your inner self will know if it's right. So after that, we had an election, and yet another friend from the HMBA reached out to me. I was working at Department of Agriculture at the time, and she asked if I knew anyone who would be interested in serving as the general counsel at Ag, or if I would be. And I was not. I loved my job at Ag, but I was not. I had not become truly the Ag expert. But I did say to her, well, would you consider, Department of the Army? I'd love to serve as general counsel there. It actually caught her off guard because I'd been in agriculture for 9 years then, but she took that and ran with it. And I don't know how I would have started down that road without that connection. Again, it was a personal relationship that I had developed from the organization that I belonged to, and it helped me to make it into the process of being considered for this position. So again, it goes back, develop those personal relationships, be sincere, but understand that the people you meet along the way can make a difference to you just as you can make a difference to them. So from there, I received the nomination, but there were a lot of hoops, and it was interesting how many times along the way I met people who had to interview me, who I knew from other assignments in the Army, from other organizations that I belonged to. I kept bumping into people from my life that I had developed relationships with. So I just can't key in on that enough. It's, it goes back to be kind, work hard, and do the right thing. They knew that about me. And all of you have that potential as well. And that was the biggest message I want to share with you, including study for the bar exam. But the second biggest message, but the biggest message is that you are capable and you can make it happen. Remember the personal relationships, care for them, nurture them. One last piece of advice. You cannot flourish, your career will not take off if you don't take care of yourself. Carve out time for what is most important to you, whether it's family or a hobby or both, whatever interests you, you have to make time for joy. You will not be a complete person if you don't also care for yourself. Your law degree will elevate you, but it will not create you. So don't forget what makes your soul sing, and do that. Finally, fabulous Elon Law graduates, I wish you great success and happiness. And if you remember nothing else from what I've said today, remember to develop those personal connections. And in doing so, be kind, work hard, and do the right thing. Thank you.
Well, thank you to our speaker for the important work she's accomplished serving our country in many different capacities, and for inspiring our graduates to seek opportunities, even if they do not initially seem possible, to do great work in their careers, even when it means choosing the harder path, and to do all of this with a commitment to being kind, working hard, and doing the right thing. Now, I have the pleasure of presenting the candidates for the Conferral of Degrees. All candidates for the Juris Doctor degree will please stand. Madam President, those who stand before you have fulfilled all of the requirements, both as to the quantity and quality for the Juris Doctor degree. It is my pleasure to present them for conferral of their degree.
By virtue of the authority of the state of North Carolina, vested in me through the Board of Trustees of Elon University, I confer upon you as a graduating class and as individuals the degree of Juris Doctor, which entitles you to all of the rights, the privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Please be seated. The following students have completed the requirements for the Juris Doctor degree.
Alexis Austin. Catherine Bunch. Robert Reddick. Addie Johanna Thornley Ackley. North Carolina Bar Association Pro Bono Recognition, Phi Kappa Phi Honor Society, and summa cum laude, McKaylee Lene Anderson. Although he could not be here today, the next graduate is Vincent April. Phi Kappa Phi Honor Society, Trevor Arnett. Yvonne Arnold. Distinguished Service to the Law School Award, Kira Angie August. Phi Kappa Phi Honor Society, summa cum laude, Mello Augustine. North Carolina Bar Association Pro Bono Recognition, Stephanie Auth. Kellen Baker. Cameron Bauer. Madison Michelle Beckham. Jennifer Benavides. Alexandra Bentley. Phi Kappa Phi Honor Society, cum laude, Alexis Webb. Excellence in Family Law Studies, cum laude, Riley Elizabeth Bittner. Emma Catherine Blackman. North Carolina Bar Association Pro Bono Recognition, Brianna Nicole Brooks. Christian Brooks. Cum laude, Harrison Grady Brown. Jenna Fair Brixey. Cum laude, Jacqueline Burke. Dominique Michelle Buteau. Hollis Carney. Phi Kappa Phi Honor Society, magna cum laude, Catherine Geneva Caudal. Tyson Camden Child. Rebecca Sid Del Prado. James Austin Clark. Julie Suzanne Klein. Hannah Kola. Cum laude, Dalton Collins. Olivia Gertrude Condon. Kira Peyton Connolly. Phi Kappa Phi Honor Society, magna cum laude, Andrew Conway. Order of Barristers, Ashley Cooper. Grace Cooper Rogers. Caroline DiCarvalho. Ryan Denver. Colin Donaghy. Carson Durham. Phi Kappa Phi Honor Society, magna cum laude, Elizabeth Battle. North Carolina Bar Association Pro Bono Recognition, Sarita Lydia Farhat. Phi Kappa Phi Honor Society, magna cum laude, John Farabee. Kyler Field. Although he could not be here today, the next graduate is Matthew Turner Fitzgibbon. Clinical Legal Education Association Outstanding Student Award, North Carolina Bar Association Pro Bono Recognition, Phi Kappa Phi Honor Society, and magna cum laude, Emma Friedland. North Carolina Pro Bono Association Recognition, North Carolina Bar Association Pro Bono Recognition, Lillian Friedrich. Phi Kappa Phi Honor Society, magna cum laude, Sarah Fuller. Thomas Geiger. Order of Barristers, cum laude, Connor Jacob Gilmer. Sonia Glauber. Brooks Goldbold. Esteban Gomez Flores. Matthew Grabowski. North Carolina Bar Association Pro Bono Recognition, Logan Graves. Jasmine LaShawn Green. Jonathan Greer. Sarah Griffin. Davis Gunter. Cum laude, Jesse Gutstein. Phi Kappa Phi Honor Society, magna cum laude, Jordan Heinrich. David Holt. Ashton Hobson. Lauren Hyatt. Brendan Joshua Eichner. Clinical Legal Education Association Outstanding Externship Student Award, North Carolina Bar Association Pro Bono Recognition, Jordan Inzerillo. International Academy of Trial Lawyers Student Advocacy Award, Phi Kappa Phi Honor Society, cum laude, Rebecca Joy Ayub. Cum laude, Ashley Joins. North Carolina Bar Association Pro Bono Recognition, Ella Renee Young. Sharina Kamal. Order of Barristers, Sidney Cuzzy. Joseph Corin. Tina Lakich. Jordan Latour. North Carolina Bar Association Pro Bono Recognition, Courtney Latourette. Andrew J. Livingston II. Marina Elizabeth Long. Kayla Mack. Brendan David Mann. Matthew Stephen Martin. Abby Martson. Hannah McCabe. North Carolina Advocates for Justice Award, North Carolina Bar Association Pro Bono Recognition, North Carolina State Bar Pro Bono Student Award, Order of Barristers, Phi Kappa Phi Honor Society, and cum laude, Brooke Alexandria McCormick. Elena Carrion. North Carolina Bar Association Pro Bono Recognition, Kayla McLaurin. Eduardo Mendez Flores. Naisha Mercury. Bri Yolanda Meyer. Order of Barristers, Taras Misher Sr. Kelsey Montgomery. Order of Barristers, Jessica Morales. Will Morrison. Anna Merriman Nash. Ayo Onosanya. Gabriela Maria Parisi. Nicole Parsons. Carson Penry. John Powell Pittman II. Order of Barristers, North Carolina Bar Association Pro Bono Recognition, Nathaniel Garrett Poole. North Carolina Bar Association Pro Bono Recognition, Mariah Lynn Porter. Chom Prock. Nicholas Quiroga. Lupe Ramirez Rios. Anila Ramnarine. Cum laude, Joy Grace Reibold. Order of Barristers, Sidney Page Rimmer. Michael L. Rich Memorial Award for Excellence in Criminal Law Studies, Order of Barristers, Cameron Michael Samek. National Association of Women Lawyers recognition, Bailey Schreibner. William Schaefer. Lance Hart Sigmund. Jacob Bremerson. Lauren Haley Smith. Emily Spittler. American Law Institute CLE Award, Tylea Stanley. Victoria Stepien. Amber Sullivan. Ashna Tarasaria. Kirsten Tilden. Julia Renee Tobowski. Kathleen Grace Turpin. Michael Wallace. North Carolina Bar Association Pro Bono Recognition, Kelsey Grace Webb. Tyler Wester. Brianna Marie Whitfield. Order of Barristers, Serenity Roseanne Wiles. North Carolina Bar Association Pro Bono Recognition, Emma Marie Wilkinson. James Mackay Williams. Jack Hamilton Willis. Lee Wilson. Lindsay Young. Nicholas Young. And Alex Zigorovich. Congratulations to the class of 2024.
Will the best class ever from Elon Law please rise, the class? This is the final charge. Members of the class of 2024, today is a day of celebration, a time to reflect on your journey that brought you here and to look forward to the future that you will shape. As we gather, your achievements carry profound significance. By choosing Elon Law, you embarked on a transformative path at a law school ranked #1 in the country for professionalism education and #4 in the nation for practical training. You arrived with the expectation of gaining deep legal knowledge, honing hands-on lawyering skills, and immersing yourself in rich practical experiences. And throughout your time at Elon Law, you have thrived in an innovative and rigorous curriculum guided by exceptional world-class faculty and staff. Your journey has been about more than academic rigor. It has also been about applying knowledge in real-world settings. Through residencies in practice, moot court, mock trial programs, and team-based legal projects, you have demonstrated the true power of a legal education. And this has prepared you not only for the complexities of legal practice, but also for the leadership essential in a globalized world. Today, you stand as more than graduates. You are advocates, leaders, and change makers, equipped with a comprehensive legal education. You are ready to confront society's most pressing challenges. Go forth with resilience and steadfastness. Carry that knowledge, your new skills, and your values into a world that deeply needs your expertise, your compassion, and your leadership. Uphold the principles of justice and serve with integrity, and strive to be a positive force in whatever path you choose. Class of 2024, today we're sending you home with a sapling, an oak sapling. Oaks hold a special significance at Elon. Elon is Hebrew for oak, symbolizing the strength of a community, the strength of our community, and the strength that now resides within each of you. I hope that each time you see an acorn or an oak tree, that you're reminded of the personal leadership you have cultivated during your time at Elon Law. Today, as we celebrate your journey and envision your exciting futures, I charge you to carry Elon Law's values of honesty, integrity, responsibility, and respect with you always. And let these values guide you when you face the inevitable tough decisions that lay ahead. Lean on these principles and on each other, your new professional network, when you need support and clarity. Remember that we are forever connected by these values. You, me, your classmates, the faculty and staff, and the entire Elon Law community. May your Elon Law diploma hold a place of pride in your homes or offices, and may you remain engaged with your alma mater. Remember that you're now part of Elon's Law family. Congratulations, class of 2024. And as always, here at Elon, we say, long live Elon. Congratulations.
Thank you.